Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing the video, I promise you. There's a lot of stuff going on. I thought I'd take a look-see. And for those who ask, I get a lot of questions. I'm using Awaken Tarot. I got it from Amazon. It looks like it's myryve.com, but I got it from Amazon. It's called Awaken Tarot. Okay, so first question, and thank you. There's a whole bunch of comments here, so I'll have to get through them. I just did prayers and it's beautiful outside. The sun is shining, crisp wind is blowing, and more rain is coming. And we're supposed to have flooding again on Saturday. And Sunday's Academy Awards. So I'm supposed to go to my Academy Award party. And I hope to God the rain has stopped because I don't like driving long distances in puddles. However, when I was young, I'd drive anything just to get to where I was going. Okay, so here we go. I want to know what the heck of those of you who saw Rachel Maddow last night. Netanyahu. As some of you may know, he's trying to change the courts to be run by him. He wants to take it out of free courts that go, this is the beginning of, what does she call it? Not a monarchy, but there's a name for it. These people are trying to be rulers. Next thing, he's just like Trump. Next thing you know, he'll say that the voting doesn't count anymore. I thought for sure this man was going to be in jail a while ago. It seems to me it's been forever that we've heard that there's some charges coming up against him. There's some ugly things coming up against him. Okay, let's check it. Netanyahu. Well, and by the way, the Israelis are marching and the military is starting to turn him down. They're walking out. They're not doing what they're supposed to do because they're letting him know loud and clear they don't like this. Being that the military is not in with him, that's going to be very hard for him to try to rule and have the military just turn their nose up to him. So let's check it out. All righty, here we go. Will he succeed in this endeavor? Yes or no? I just heard no. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's underhanded. He's stealing. He's doing some things. This isn't good. Crossed by this is the temperance card, almost like I like to call the angel of light, the mercy, the realm. I got my eye on you. You see what I'm saying? Because he's negative with the finance. He's doing something underhanded or trying to make something happen for him. And maybe his buddies. And he's crossed by the angel of light, which means we got our eye on you. Okay. Well, he's going to think he can do this. He's not going to be able to succeed. He has not been a good person even in a life before. Interesting. He's trying to, and he's even doing secretive behind the scenes stuff. But look, he's not going to be able to complete it. People will work hard to make sure this doesn't happen. Look at this. Holy crap. People will be passionate about this. The tower and the hopes, dreams, and wishes, which means you will see the people of Israel stand up and say, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that's interesting. I wonder if he's because I want more peace between Palestine and Israel, and boy, the Israelites are not doing that with Palestine, and I think I'll look at that separate. I'm just wondering if Netanyahu is part of this ugliness, but anyway, I heard as clear as day, no. I do see like riots or something. There's something going on. with the tower there might even be some sort of attempt to remove him or a storming of the ship, if you know what I mean. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So we did that. Now I want to ask about Georgia. I don't know, all of a sudden, you guys, my throat started acting up. I'd be asking you a question. Okay, so Georgia, they're doing this underhanded stuff. They're acting like it's not about Trump, but it is. There were some DAs that were kind of no good, and they're using that to be the reason why they get to decide who can stay as a DA and what not, and what kind of cases we can do. And when I watched it on Rachel Maddow, I felt Fani Willis kind of expediting, like double take, because apparently they can't even get this through till maybe towards the end of the year. In the meantime, she can get the subpoenas going. Let's double check, okay? Oh, Trump is happy they're doing this. Now we're doing Fani. I want to do on Tucker too. Okay. Fani, what's going on with you? Ooh, she's not happy either. She's talking to people. I see her on the phone, but it feels like she's talking to judges, people in power. Just like with Netanyahu, I see people in Georgia saying, you know what? You can't do that. You got to allow the system to take place. I see some people not happy with it. Because believe it or not, there's not that many Trumpsters in Georgia. There are still some, but it's not as bad. So what do you want me to say? I told you she's on the phone all the time. She's talking to people. Communication, swiftness, action. Somebody said, and I don't know who it was, that they felt like maybe even this week subpoenas going out. And I thought, wow, that's fast. She was talking about Georgia. And look at this, expedite. Paperwork. The sun, which means people will be glad that they got it done. Celebrating. So this is causing a lot of stress for Fani. I would say Fani is stressed out. It's beyond Trump. She's stressed out that they would do this kind of stuff. She's stressed out that they would. Oh my God, you guys, look. The outcome is the 9 of Cups. So she will complete what she's going to do, but they're still going to give her a hard time. This might even go up to another court. I don't know what this is. It might come out of the court from the state. But this is definitely going to happen. I'm telling you, she's working at it. She's gathering everything up, and she's going to come across waters to do it if she has to. Very interesting. Okay. Now, the killing of Americans in Mexico. So apparently this was just like my friend. She came into Angel Heart. Her cousin had built a new home. They were going to go live in Mexico. They're from Mexico. They had their 9-year-old daughter and him, and he had health problems. They weren't even there, I don't know how long, and the door got broke down. They took the husband. They tried to take the 9-year-old girl. The mother laid on top of her or something. The mother made sure they didn't take that girl. Then they took off. So she comes running in Angel Heart, emergency reading. Linda, what happened to him? They took him and he has health problems. And you know what? I felt immediately he was already gone. And I hate to give that kind of news, but I felt immediately that he was gone and that he would not be found. I heard that bada bing, bada boom. And I hated to tell her that. She was like, are you sure? And I said, yeah, that's what I get. I mean, you come to me to ask me what I get, I'm going to tell you. Why am I coughing, you guys? Hold on. The key to picking up sometimes, like what I do, is I have to ask and I have to take the first answer. I can't rethink it, which is some of the problems with sometimes when we ask who's going to win or whatever. Sometimes you got to go with your first hit. And we said, what happened to those tourists? And the first thing I heard was 2 of them are already gone. But they're, apparently they were coming over for some sort of procedure. One person was a mother of 6 children. It was just so sad. So anyway, but what it was the mafia, the inside people with Mexico. And it was actually a mistaken identity. They were looking for somebody else. Might have been Peruvian drug dealers or something. But Mexico is going to do some stuff to publicly show that to America, we made them pay. So we'll see what happens. But I see them really pushing on this. It's so hard because with that mafia, there's people that a lot of the people in the government are owned by them. It's just like with us, with Trump. Come to find out, the FBI, a lot of the guys in the FBI were Trumpsters. So sometimes it's hard to move things when people are standing in your way. Okay, so now we're going to do, hold on. As soon as I picked this up, it took me off what I needed to be on. Now we're going to do Norfolk Train. What's the outcome with them? Because there was another accident. Fortunately, no chemicals. I just heard on the news that the NTSB is going to do a big, huge overlook on them. I mean, there's so many accidents, it's not funny. Quality of care. They're not taking care of the railroads or the trains. They're not taking care of business. You heard about that big train accident in Greece. Well, they had already said they were going to put these certain brakes on, and they never did it. They said they were going to, and they never did. I think they even gave them the money to do it. People are furious. So let's look what's going to happen to the Norfolk Train Company. I'm telling you, I see that Palestine town, people packing their bags and moving out. It'll be a ghost town because there's going to be a lot of residual effects. It's really, this thing was, we're not even getting this much of it. There's so many people that are going to be affected. Those clouds went up, and I think even towards Chicago. Ooh. So the tower means a lot of scandal. I'm telling you, that Palestine thing was nothing that just sweep under the rug. Just like, with the earthquake and the nukes that went into the ocean, those things are still the radioactive material still living in the ocean. And we here in California, it's in our waters. That's why you never eat fish from California. So the tower with coming over, there's a lot of work to be done. It may even take 6 years to get this in order. They're going to have to pay. This is like, can be a big batch, but they're going to have to pay. Here's the thing. There'll be people in there trying to get a chunk of this money that don't deserve it. I don't know why I saw that. The angel of light and mercy is with them. People will be passionate about this. There'll be a made-for-TV movie about this. Yeah, this is Norfolk. Looking at the spilt cups. They'll build themselves back up, but they'll never be quite who they were because they lied. There's some underhandedness here. Okay, and people were really hurt. Okay, so now, hold on, hold the bus. Tucker Carlson. So he did you see the Republicans are saying hogwash to him? He put that guy with the big horns that he came in with a tour. The Capitol Police gave him a tour, and that was all a lie. The Capitol Police went through the roof and wrote and said, you know what? He's lying. This was when we were trying to be nice. and get people to leave. And they were just sort of walking him through calmly, just trying to get him to leave. Listen, he was found guilty. He said he was guilty. And then they were saying that the gentleman that was running, what's his name? I just went blank on him. He looks like Gomer Pyle. That was running in the hallways, that gave the fists up. They were saying that he, well, you know, they show this all the time, but there was people before him that were running. Like, okay, so he's a slower runner. If it was me, you would see my happy ass just moving. You know what I'm saying? That Vaseline would have been in between my legs, and this girl, sparks would have been flying out the back of me. And I'd have been pushing him out of the way. Out my way, shoot. That's how I run. I run for something like that. And also someone says pizza. So let's see the outcome of Tucker in this. And do you know what gets me? I told you Dominion's going to forever change the makeup of Fox News. You can take that one to the bank. But what gets me is they would allow Tucker to go up there and do all this fraudulently. I mean, this is fraud. He's taking things and making them sound like something they're not, with that constipated look he gives all the time. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, somebody just said, who is this? Denise said, Republican senators are speaking out against McCarthy. I even seen old Turtle speaking out against him. He said he believes the police. Yeah, all those people died because they were just being visitors. Okay. Oh, this is another good one, but let me look at Tucker Carlson. What's the outcome? We're not wishing for bad, okay? No, we're not going into this, may he rot in you know where. We're asking, will this fraud be able to keep going? Will he actually be successful out there? I just heard no again. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's the outcome for Tucker Carlson? If it's good news, we'll just have to take it. Okay, so communications reverse. So whatever he's saying is going to go back and hit him in the face. Ooh, and he's trying to pick up pieces. He's trying to act like big man on campus. But do you see that? People are walking away, and he's picking up the swords he threw at them. But do you see them? They're walking away. What's that smell? So it's a little back and forth. Now, this is interesting. Excuse me. What I'm feeling is there a woman in charge of Fox News? It's like a powerful Fox News person is going to make Tucker pay for this, or do something to Tucker. He's going to pay a price for this. Yeah, look at this. The high priestess under secrets. No, you know what? They start asking, opening the doors for this, they're going to find out that these people were deliberately frauding the Fox News, it's not even a news show, but the Fox people. And they're putting themselves in the Eight of Swords. They're stuck. It's sick, I'm telling you. So we shall see, you guys. It doesn't look good. I love it. I love it. Okay, people want me to talk about the idiocracy of Florida trying to disband the Democrat. That's not going to happen, but let me double. Ron DeSatan said, you haven't seen nothing yet. I thought, oh, he's going to get purple leather, patent leather boots this time. You haven't seen nothing yet. Tell me about. Yeah, there's a lot of this stuff that they're trying that I see just literally getting tossed out. Okay, so they're trying to come together and act like we are one and we can get rid of them. But there's a lot of things in their way. A lot of things in our way, a lot of debate, a lot of fighting. Here's that card again for Pentacles. A lot of fighting, a lot of the thing is to see that they would do better to work together, married to each other, work towards a goal. But they're nothing but bad news. And I see that this thing is going, look at this. The Democrats are going to be just fine. They're actually kind of pushing. This is 2024. I mean, I can't believe that Florida would turn blue, but I see Florida losing its power come 2024. Okay, so. Oh, right. Okay. You guys are so nice. Everybody's just sending me nice. Sally, there was another incident, Norfolk Railroad. I know. I saw it on the news. A dump truck collided with a Norfolk train. Conductor of the train passed away. All that sad. So that really wasn't Norfolk's problem, but there's more than that too. Besides the big one, there was another one. Okay. Let's do the Ukraine. Good idea. We're all anxious about that. Let's see outcome for the Ukraine. I like that bright light. That's the heavenly ghost. That's the heavenly ghost behind me. Actually, it's the sun coming through, blaring off the flowers. Wow, it's getting brighter. Oh, okay. Tell me. Tell me about Ukraine. I won't be on much longer, you guys. I'll just do this. I'll do a quick spread on Biden and a quick spread on Trump, just to see how their health is doing. I love how Jimmy Carter, because I told you guys, I thought it might be within a week or so, but then I remembered my father, who was strong like Jimmy Carter as far as physically able. And he was on death row for 4 months. So anyway. Tell me about. These people in Congress. Ooh, McCarthy's going to get in trouble, you guys, for giving out those tapes. And I see other news stations getting a hold of the tapes too. This is going to come back and hit him in the butt, in the pachikas. This is not good. Okay, here we go. Ukraine is waiting for help. Victory is upon them, though. So even though, there are a couple of clashes here that are going to be upsetting. And that full moon has got something to do with them. There's something with the full moon with them. And who is that? Is that Navalny? They're looking for more money. It's coming out of troubled waters. Victory is theirs, you guys. This is the victory card. Okay? As clear as day. And this is passing through to calmer waters. So even though they're going through a hard time and they're struggling, the families are struggling, the money situation, there's a powerful man here, which it could be Zelensky. Did I say Navalny before? Zelensky. So there is a couple of pieces of trouble coming up, some explosions. So I guess, what's his name? We'll try something, one last thing. I think something's coming up with Putin too. I've always said March, April, and I really feel something's coming up. Like everybody's rushing to the news media, like, oh my God, is it true what we just heard? Maybe it's an attempt to pull him out of government or assassination or something, but for entertainment purposes only. Okay, now let's do how Trump is doing. Not that we care. God, when you at that thing, I didn't watch it, but just looking at him, his face was so beet red at CPAC. Did you see that? And he gets that stupid look on his face. It's just, anyway. And if I get arrested, I'm still running for president. I like that thing Rachel Maddow did, because didn't the vice president to Nixon do the same thing? If I get around, I'm still going to be your vice president. Nope. So, you know, would they offer him? Would they say to him, we have all these charges, but we'll do this as long as you promise not to run again. Otherwise, we're throwing the full book at you. Okay. Yeah, he thinks he's king for a day. He's struggling a little with money too. Here's Biden right on top of it. Biden in his upper consciousness. Biden can't get out of his head. Ooh, sitting up in bed and he's worried. He's passionate about his lies. Like he passionately believes his lies. He's looking at the world, so he could be thinking about exiting to a different place. All of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, 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 he's getting hit. And the chariot. So, you know, he can go on the dark side or the light side or try to hold on in the middle. But this is a Gemini card too. So he's going to have to focus and move forward. But it's not good. There's nothing here about him winning nothing. Okay, now let's look at our beloved Biden. So I want to mention Marianne Williamson. You know, I saw her once at an event and she was glowing. Okay. I would have never thought she was anti-gay than the Man in the Moon. Well, somebody wrote me and said, you know, she's anti-gay. Well, my very good gay friend who traveled with her to Egypt and everywhere, he said she's got a little fuse, you know, short temper. But he said she's the least anti-gay person he's ever known. So that is not true. I just want to repeat that. Okay, now let's look at our beloved Biden. How you doing, sir? How you doing? It's hate him. They hate him. Yeah, he's trying to handle the money situation with us. And it's oppressing him or getting him down because he thinks the Republicans are going to be stupid enough to create this chaos. Okay. So he's holding on to what he can financially for us. And he's trying to come up with solutions. People are handing him ideas. Oh, here's somebody handing him a solution. So even though right now he's like, fudge, you know, can I tell you something else? Something may hit on the Republicans to where all of a sudden they're playing nice because they look bad. Does that make sense? Something could be coming up. A Six of Cups, which is memories from the past, people that you knew from the past, people coming in, and the angel of light and mercy is with him. I've told you guys this. He has a glow to him. And he's been in this position before, which is interesting. He's been here before, but look at this, you guys. Oh my God. God. Is he going to be cool or what? If he runs for president, he's winning. Celebration, the sun, the Ace of Cups brought on by my native peoples. He's going to be fine. He looks way better than Trump. All right, you guys. So I just want to do this short little piece to say hey, and because I was curious about this stuff. I really wanted to know about that Netanyahu. Would he actually get away with this? And it seems like because of the military, he won't. All right, you guys, I love you all. We'll talk again. Cheers.